Welcome to the big house, Michigan Stadium. We will find out a whole lot more about these teams as Week 1 showdown here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Western Michigan Broncos and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sideline, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Michigan went through one of the most dramatic off seasons we've ever seen in college football, but they have steadied the ship, hiring longtime head coach Kyle Whittingham, who is highly respected and highly thought of in this industry. Whittingham has brought some stability to that program. We'll see if he's able to get the same results on the field with a talented roster. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. So Michigan's kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Broncos offense will get first crack at it today. They'll be matched up against one of the best secondaries in the country. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The run inside. It's Buckley. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. To the air. It's Lowry. Makes the grab on the left. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Wants to throw it again. Fires quickly. Runs through a man. He might have space. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Parks. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Finds his man. It's Parks. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Running inside. It's Buckley. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Here's a heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. When you have the type of defensive lineman that Michigan has had over the years, you don't always have to send the house to get to the quarterback.
No, it's a beautiful thing when you're a defensive coordinator, when you got big, strong studs like this. Year after year, Michigan always has a stable full of them, of guys that are athletic enough to rush the passer, but physical enough to play the run. It's a fun spot to be in as a DC.
They go to the wide receiver screen. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. And it's their freshman defensive back who's down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. Gonna run it. It's Buckley. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. You just hope this turns out not to be too serious. First quarter, game 1, it's tough to take an injury this early. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
You're feeling really good about that, right? Brand new season, first drive of the year, the juices are flowing, you march the ball down the field. You don't get a touchdown, but at least you come away with 3 points. Very positive start to the year.
He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. The Wolverines offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And here comes Andrew Marsh. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
And there was times during the week when we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week. And we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The Wolverines want to pick up the tempo.
Man, you got to lock in on your keys. When they run this kind of offense and they do the replays, somebody has to account for the quarterback, and they forgot who that was, and he made them pay with a big play.
Wide receiver comes in motion. On the move. There's a little room there. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. And the Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. The Wolverines trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Leaves it with the back. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Back to throw, it's Lowry. Finds the tight end. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking for space, it's Buckley. Breaks into the open. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. They'll go right back to the run. Just ran over it. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup. The Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Now they're going to throw it. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Trying to set up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Punt is on its way. Wants to return it. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Caught in the backfield, it's Marshall. At the 40, there he goes. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Throwing, Underwood. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his man, it's Hansen. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. They're going to run it. Finding some room. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 30-yard line on first down. Might as well give it to him again. Nice move there. He's already got 46 yards on the ground in the first quarter. What a tremendous start to this season. The option, he'll keep it. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. And he's in, pounding his way in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan!
That play calling menu just gets so much bigger when I got a guy, Jesse, that can do this. Like, he can run the football. He's such a weapon. We saw it all throughout this game so far, and you see it once you get closer to that red area, man. You get that +1 advantage, having your quarterback that can be a running threat.
And the frustrating part for a defense, too, is that even when you're right, you're wrong. And we've seen on some of these runs today, guys have been in position to make a tackle, but they just can't get him down on the ground. He's got that dynamic running ability. He's a true dual threat. And right now, he's given this defense all they can handle.
And he tacks on the extra point. Fielded in the end zone. It's Barnett. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Grabbed behind the line. It's Parks. Man, that stiff arm he's got might as well be a sledgehammer. He's got it out to the 16. After one quarter of play, let's take a look and see how these running backs are doing. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Scanning the field, it's Lowry. Under fire. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. Pinned back in their own end, a third and short from the 16. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Quarterback slides, and he's got it up for the first down. It's first down from their own 23-yard line. Trying play action. Pocket breaking down. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built the lead.
They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Parks. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Here comes the heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Broncos will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The run inside. It's Marshall. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Right back to him on the ground. Just couldn't get away from the tackle. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Here's Underwood to throw. Quickly complete. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Marsh. They'll stop the clock momentarily here to check on the injured Wolverine. You hate to see this, all of the work in the offseason, and injury this early in the year. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. They'll send the back in motion. Breaks the tackle. He's now up to 52 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in mid-season form. On the delay, it's Marshall. Got enough for the first. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Wolverines headed quickly to the line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fat.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Hey, we saw this QB in the last drive. He had some success, right? The defense does a much better job getting to him, irritating him, frustrating him, and then most importantly, being able to catch him. And usually that's by committee, right? Not one guy going to get him on the ground. Nice job by the defense.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. They go play action. Bryce Underwood. Grabbed in the middle. It's Marshall. Knocked off his feet. And the Wolverines line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Underwood. Finds his big tight end. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. To the air, it's Underwood. Big guy smells it. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Quarterback keep. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Snagged out of the air. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to run it. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. The Broncos will hustle to the line.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. And a really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the 1st down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to throw, it's Lowry. They'll run the screen. Picked up about 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4. 3rd and 4. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Unleashes one. Intercepted. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job on the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
Yeah, and welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. From the red zone, it's Marshall.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
He's moving out of the pocket. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Hey, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional and make some bad things happen when he tries to take off and run the football.
He'll try to get to the marker himself. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. The Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Pulls it again on the option. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan!
And this offense showing off a little diversity, right? Like being able to run that option a different way, get a receiver that can catch the ball on the pitch, confuse the defense enough to create enough opportunity for the QB to keep it and punch it in the end zone.
And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. Following that last play, we have a Bronco that is slow to get up. You hate to see this, all the work in the offseason and injury this early in the year. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Dropping back, it's Lowry. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. Gets it out just short of the 20, out of bounds at the 19-yard line and a little more room to operate. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Lets it fly on the move. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Punt is in the air on 4th down. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Motion from the wide receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. So now it's 2nd and long. Throwing, Underwood. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And now the Broncos called their first of 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The kick is on its way. Catches it at the 30. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Dropping back, it's Lowry. Just a short pass to the tight end. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. And the Broncos racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Makes the grab. Good, solid tackle. Now facing a 3rd and long. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. Punt is in the air. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Running inside, it's Marshall. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. Here's Underwood to throw. Buying some time. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And those 2 couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a 1st down here late in the half. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Going long. Makes a deep grab. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Again, it's Underwood. Working that left side now. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Just enough time to get off 1 more snap. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. The distance is no problem, but this angle from the left can test you. Never a doubt. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. They make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with Stanford taking on the number 6 team, the Miami Hurricanes. And it's the Cardinal able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. Let's check in now on some of the other action today, as the landscape in this sport truly is ever-changing. Now over to your game inside the big house. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas in the booth at Michigan Stadium.
The Broncos will boot it away to start the second half. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
And you can't start the half any better than that. You talk about going in, making halftime adjustments, talking about what they did. It looks like they knew exactly what they were going to do. Come out, read the pass, break on the football, make the pick, and draw first blood here in the third quarter.
They'll operate out of split backs. To the air, it's Lowry. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Broncos are in the hurry-up. In the red area, it's Buckley. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. He's got it down the middle. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. They'll stop the clock momentarily here to check on the injured Wolverine. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He is stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. It's good. Are forced to settle for 3.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Number 20, set to kick this one.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the...
Could be an alley. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. Run in the red zone, it's Marshall. And they're finally able to get him on the ground at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He will not get there as the defense stops him again. They weren't able to move them an inch on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd and goal. Barrels ahead. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And this one is perfect. And now the lead's extended a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it out. It's Barnett. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Looking for a gap. It's Buckley. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. Looking to pass. It's Lowry. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
They'll run the counter. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. There's never a good time for it, but, man, do you hate to see it in the first game of the season. Good work up front to get that 1st down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. Underwood going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. They'll go with a direct snap. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that will extend their lead even further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Western Michigan ready to get things going right now on offense. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Looking for a crease. It's Buckley. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Oh, it goes right through his hands. They had everything set up on the screen except the catch. It'll be 3rd down. Pulls and fired complete. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Broncos are rolling down the field. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Lowry. Pressure coming. Had to throw it before he wanted. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And this offense, man, they're in a tough spot, right? Like, the throws are coming. You're down. You need to make plays in the passing game, but you've got to protect your quarterback better. This defense, they've got their ears pinned back. You've got to do something about it.
And the Broncos decide to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Nice directional kick there, like a solid iron shot. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. So here comes the Michigan offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Buchanan. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The give on the counter. Got enough for the first. Maybe some room here. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Takes the easy completion. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. There's never a good time for it, but man, do you hate to see it in the first game of the season. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver going in motion. On the option. And some room to work. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. It'll be 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
On the move from inside his 5. And the return man is brought down, but there is a penalty flag on the play, and if I were a betting man, and sometimes I am, I'd say they're going to throw it in reverse. It's been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty, so important at the college level. Looking for a man. It's Lowry. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. That kind of play can really get you going, not only on defense, but the great field position for the O at the 37.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
2 running backs alongside the quarterback. They'll move the wide receiver. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. And the Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. And we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Motion from the wideout. Using his feet. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Coming to the line looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 29. This is a designed run. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. And he got enough for the 1st down, but we'll need to check on that injured player. Bunch formation for these receivers. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Got a little grass. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. The Wolverines trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. This time stopped in the backfield and finding the sledding a little tougher than on that last run. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Touchdown Wolverines! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Following that last play, we have a Bronco that is slow to get up. There's never a good time for it, but man, do you hate to see it in the first game of the season. He'll bring it out. It's Barnett. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Some misdirection with the counter. There he goes. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. They'll give it to him again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. There's never a good time for it, but man, do you hate to see it in the first game of the season. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Lowry. Here's the pressure. Got out of trouble and throws. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He slings it deep to the left. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense. This offense has it with really good field position. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wide receiver comes in motion. The pop pass gets popped behind the line for a loss. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Throwing, Underwood. They've got the screen set up. Lined up, got enough space. Touchdown, Wolverines. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Game 1, you want to come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. Looking for room, it's Buckley. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off play action. It's complete to the right. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on 1st down. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
And I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
The Broncos with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking for a man. It's Lowry. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. The handoff as they run the counter play here. He's knocked down immediately, trying to catch them napping on the run, and nothing doing. And the Broncos line up to punt it away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything that...
Turning it on! Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. He's up to 81 yards rushing now here in Week 1. A solid start to this new campaign. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. They plow ahead with the run, but still more ground needed to pick up the 1st down. 3rd down coming. They'll move the tight end. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. There's some room. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. On the ground with the counter. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. Now it's a 1st down from the 43-yard line. Play action with Underwood. That's caught. It's Owens. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Makes a man miss. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. There's never a good time for it, but man, do you hate to see it in the first game of the season. The Wolverines back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Here's Underwood to throw. Rushes on him. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Got it behind the line. It's Buchanan. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? Keeps it himself. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. And the Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Goes to the option. Pulls it and runs it again. There's a crease. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Motion from the wide receiver. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking downfield, it's Lowry. Got his man on the right. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Broncos will punt this one away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. I know this is disappointing, but plenty of teams have suffered early losses and come back to have great seasons. I mean, think of 1983 Miami, one of the great teams of all time. Blown out in the opener, won the national championship.
Well, some of us weren't alive. Everybody probably playing this comment. But yeah, great example, Reese. But listen, your season isn't over. Things still down the road for you to look forward to, still improve on, can still have all of your dreams out in front of you. But, you know, 83, Jesse, I know you were playing college football then, but share.
I think I had just learned how to walk. And it's funny, guys, you know, just like that 83 team, this team that lost here today, they are also very talented. They just got to take care, fixing up and cleaning up some of these mistakes. But no doubt, lots to play for moving forward. Can't wait to see what happens next week.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
kick.